In our narrative summary. 1. Board of Trustees chain of command, safeguard, oversight, internal, external, all law enforcement enforcers. I need to be able to sign into summer 2023 classes. Board of Trustees chain of command, safeguard, oversight, internal, external, all law enforcement officers. I have found out I have been put in violation, put on leave of absence, which is administrative leave of absence and academic suspension. And when correcting this, please show in evidence you corrected this and provide me the evidence of what you did and the correction. The action of violation put on leave of absence, which is an administrative leave of absence and academic suspension, is a continuation of malice, discrimination, and retaliation. Number 3, Board of Trustees chain of command, safeguard, oversight, internal, external, all law enforcement officers. Please put me back on the clinical mental health educational program that I've been in violation, taken out of clinical mental health education program, and when correcting this, please show in evidence you corrected this and provide me the evidence of what you did and the correction. The action I have been violation, taken out of clinical mental health education program, which is a continuation of malice, discrimination, and retaliation. Number 4, Board of Trustees chain of command, safeguard, oversight, internal, external, all law enforcement officers. Law enforcement enforcers. Please put Dr. McCluskey back on my academic advisor. Dr. McCluskey was in violation, taken off as my academic advisor, and show in evidence, and you did this, and provide me the evidence. The action of Dr. McCluskey was a violation, taken off my academic advisor, which is a continuation of malice, discrimination, retaliation. All and more causing me serious harm. Number 5. Board of Trustees chain of command, safeguard, oversight, internal, external, all law enforcers. Please reply to all. Please give me the emails of the Cleveland State University Board of Trustees email addresses. Please provide the mandated reporting and dated email Dr. Ingersoll, Dr. Hampton, and all the reporting including it after this email, to the Board of Trustees, Attorney General Yost, Attorney General of the United States and Ohio State Government and the United States Government. Please, I have provided the evidence, and this is a formal report as well. Board of Trustees, chain of command, safeguard, oversight, internal, external, all law enforcers. Please put me immediately into the classes for fall 2023. I tried to get into that. Dr. Ingersoll states you have to be out 3 or more semesters, and this is not true. Dr. Hampton and Dr. Ingersoll and everyone on this email is fully aware of me, and you have the evidence. I have been harmed and continually harmed by the Board of Trustees et al. Is not doing their duty to do no harm, but continue to harm with the Cleveland State University General Counsel harming and not doing their job as law enforcers. Email narrative summary. 5/2023, 5/2023 email, Board of Trustees, chain of command, safeguard, oversight, internal, external, all law enforcers. Emergency, need taken off administrative leave of absence, academic suspension, and immediately signed it to a summer 2023 classes I'm being blocked from taking. Due to this is an action of malice and retaliation of me filing a formal report starting spring of 2021 to the Cleveland State University Board of Trustees and chain of command and safeguard, oversight, internal and external. Please provide the email address of the Board of Trustees members and reply to all. All law enforcers mandated to follow the law. On 1/19/2023, Board of Trustees chain of command, safeguard, oversight, internal, external, all law enforcers. I sent an email and need into the spring of 2023. One 2023, sent an email to et al, everybody, including U.S. Department of Education, and this was directed to the Board of Trustees. But I do not have their emails, so each one, including Dr. Bloomberg, is in direct contact and is supposed to, mandated by federal, state laws, to present this to the Board of Trustees because it's at that point. 1/19/2023 email. The emergency, I have a lot of information in this email, but the emergency was I need to be set up for classes. So I will graduate in May 2023 with practicum and internship. Please, I am trying to stop the harm and trying to encourage you to follow the law and stop discrimination, retaliation, hate crime. I need to schedule classes, so I will graduate in May 2023. I need the Board of Trustees to ensure this happens. My academic advisor is Dr. McCluskey. All needs to be involved, including all in the email, so they can mandate, report, and stop the harm. I am supposed to graduate in May of 2023. The Board of Trustees, please. Okay, so in this email, which is, it's going to be broken down, has a lot of understanding, vocabulary, preamble, which is introduction. It has the past formal reports. It has evidence, laws. I have not received any communication to put it in any standard or any type of way that they want to receive it. Emergency immediate purpose of current email 1/19/2023 email need into spring 2023 classes. I need to be set up for class, so I will graduate in May 2023 with practicum and internship. Please, I am trying to stop the harm and trying to encourage you to follow the law and stop discrimination, retaliation, and hate crime. I need to schedule classes, so I will graduate in May 2023. I need the Board of Trustees to ensure this happens. My academic advisor is Dr. McCluskey. All needs to be involved, including all in the email, so they can mandate, report, and stop the harm. I'm supposed to be graduating in May of 2023. Board of Trustees, please. I have been in communication with Cleveland State University spring of 2021 dealing with the malice, discrimination, retaliation. Board of Trustees. I am in the organization level of the Cleveland State University Board of Trustee level and reporting and communication. I have reached out to the internal safeguard oversight and the external safeguard oversight of the Cleveland State University, State of Ohio, and the United States government, who is supposed to make sure that I and the Board of Trustees is in direct communication, because it is at that level, and once it is to the safeguard and oversight, it must be at the Board of Trustees due to proving harm and showing harm. They are the authority that can correct the harm and make changes, and all the chain command is in direct communication. The Care Department, the Office of Equity, the U.S. Department of Education, the Ohio Civil Rights Department, internal, and the sense of organizational level, federal, state, and organization. In sending this email, I cannot correct the harm that is happening, and being in the weakest position, I need to communicate with everyone on this email in hopes each do their due diligence of duty to do no harm to me. I want to remind immunities only apply to following federal and state laws, not policy. And policy has to reflect federal and state law, and the understanding of not less than what the federal law states, but can be more, but not less. I have an emergency to deal, and this emergency is a continuation of harm to me. When I sent out there the 1/19/2023 email, I met with the one on 1/23/2023 president of Cleveland State University, Laura Bloomberg, and the provost. And the president of the university pulled up the email and evidence. The provost went to the general counsel and spoke to them, and the president of Cleveland State University and the provost said I was going to get an email concerning this or communication, and the provost said that the general counsel said this. I received a phone call from 1/26/2023 when I was in my counseling session with Dr. Reeve from Dr. Hampton, and identified himself as the interim department chair of the causal department. I wanted to meet. I have had 3 meetings. First meeting with Dr. Hampton and the Associate Dean of the College of Education. I will call him Dr. Y. Yusko. I think that's pronunciation. Second meeting with Dr. Hampton, and third meeting with Dr. Hampton and Dr. Ingersoll. I made it clear Dr. McCluskey needed to be present and she is my academic educational program advisor. And Dr. Hampton could not remove her due to the seriousness of what needs to happen. Today, I and all involved will provide the mandated reporting to the Board of Trustees concerning the events before and after the duty to do no harm. Please provide the email address of the Board of Trustee members and reply to all. I am providing you with the email to 1. Board of Trustees, Chain of Command, Safeguard Oversight, Internal, External, all law enforcers. I need to be able to sign into my summer 2023 classes. Evidence 1, 22/2021, provided academic transcripts in the email to my department chair, my academic advisor. 5/18/2021 email thread. This deals with me sending Dr. McCluskey, my academic educational program advisor, and she's the department chair of the Causal Department Clinical Mental Health Educational Program. I sent her evidence. It was on 1/22/2021 email, which I provided an attachment to academic transcripts. And here's file name shortened so you can identify the file name location from the other attachment. 1/22 email. So basically, that's what it says, and here's the email, and it shows the 3 attachments to Dr. McCluskey. 5/19/2021. Met with Dr. McCluskey, signed my educational program and my chemical dependency certificate. Here's the organizational chart. Summary, narrative. On 5/19/2020, I, Theodore and Rubin, met with Dr. McCluskey concerning signing my program plan and certificate of chemical dependency plan contract. When I entered the clinical mental health master's program I was assigned, in my first communication with Dr. McCluskey, I tried to get all program plans signed, but she made it difficult. I kept asking, and she finally did this. In May, after the first semester, which is a violation to when you are admitted to an education program, the advisor you're assigned to must and is mandated to set up and sign the education program plan for graduation. This is a procedural law of what is mandatory to happen. Violation. This wasn't done, and I entered the clinical mental health education program and was completed after spring semester 5/19/21. Evidence 5/19/2021 clinical mental health master's program and chemical dependency certificate signed from the academic educational program advisor and is the department chair of clinical mental health program, CASL department. Here's the emails. Here is the signed document, which is on attachment. Dr. McCluskey signed. 8/25/2021. Sent my transcripts to Dr. McCluskey a second time. Here is the evidence. This is a show that I took classes in the spring of 2022. 5/19/2022. Letter, email. I'm retained in the clinical mental health counselor program by the department chair, my academic advisor, and by CSU's counselor education faculty. A separate letter. Here's Dr. McCluskey's. I've been retained. I'm still in the program. And here's the letter. Some things, but I'm retained. Number 2, Board of Trustees, chain of command, safeguard, oversight, internal, external, all law enforcers. I have found out that I have been violation put on leave of absence, which is administrative leave of absence and academic suspension. And when correcting this, please show in evidence you corrected this and provide the evidence of what you did and the correction. The action of violation put on leave of absence, which is administrative leave of absence and academic suspension, is a continuation of malice, discrimination, retaliation. 3/27/2023, email Sarah Henley. Dr. Ingersoll asking Ms. Henley to grant me permission to sign up for classes, but she couldn't, and letting Dr. Ingersoll what happened. Here's the email. Dr. B informing that this is from Dr. Ingersoll. Miss Sarah Henley. That Dr. Ingersoll requested to grant permission for the classes, and then I couldn't, and she let me know that Dr. Ingersoll something had to be done. Number 3, Board of Trustees, chain of command, safeguard, oversight, internal, external, all law enforcers. Please put me back into the clinical mental health education program that I have been in violation taken out of. Clinical mental health education program, and when correcting this, please provide evidence, and you corrected it, and provide me the evidence of what you did and the correction. The action of I have been in violation taken out of clinical mental health education program, which is a continuation of malice, discrimination, and retaliation. (3/27/2023) email to Dr. Ingersoll stating policy and is a witness of me being enrolled in attending class spring of 2023. Chain of command, it shows the different individuals involved. Procedural law, education program, procedure law. After the completion of 3 whole semesters, a student does not take classes, not including summer semester, student automatically put on leave of absence. Evidence of procedural law, it's right here in Dr. Ingersoll. He says procedural law. Okay, leave of absence. And then evidence of violation. Dr. Ingersoll and Dr. have no I attended spring 2022. Evidence witness, Dr. Ingersoll was my professor. I'm not sure if he has sent in a mandated report that it is a violation to this policy, and he has been notified and made aware I am being treated in malice, discrimination, and retaliations currently. I need the email to show that mandated reporting is happening to stop the harm. Evidence and witness, Dr. Ingersoll, professor to my class I took in spring of 2022, CNS 620. Dr. Hampton, heading investigation evidence and witness. Dr. Ingersoll, evidence and witness. Dr. Ingersoll, professor. Evidence of action, malice, retaliation, filing a formal report starting spring 2021 to Cleveland State University Board of Trustees, and chain of command and safeguard oversight, internal and external. The way to proceed is to, this is from the email of Dr. Ingersoll, to fill out the attached form and return it to 411. That should resolve the issue. Evidence of violation, I am being asked to make a false statement. I took a leave of absence and I'm make a false statement. I took a leave of absence, and I am filling out a form to take me off the leave of absence. Dr. Ingersoll and Dr. Hampton know this to be false, and also know this is an administrative leave and suspension. Dr. Hampton is the investigator and looked at my records. The document that is attached stating I did not take classes for 3 semesters and or took a leave of absence in a false statement. I cannot fill out because this is not what happened. And this is intimidation, coercion, and make me do something I did not do and being dishonest according to the disclaimer signature. Evidence of action of malice, retaliation, filing a formal report starting spring 2021 to Cleveland State University Board of Trustees, chain of command, and safeguard oversight, internal and external. Narrative of summary of 3/27/2023 4:51 p.m. Email evidence, Dr. Ingersoll stating policy and is a witness to me being enrolled and attending classes 2022. Also passed his class with an A. Dr. Hampton, chain of command, on this email. Evidence, the witness, Dr. Ingersoll, was my professor for spring of 2022. I'm not sure if he has sent the mandated report that is a violation to the policy, and he has been notified and made aware I'm being treated in malice, discrimination, and retaliation currently. I need the email to show the mandated reporting is happening to stop the harm. Evidence and witness, Dr. Ingersoll, professor to my class, I took in spring of 2022, CNS 620, which I passed with an A. Dr. Hampton heading the investigation of evidence and witness, Dr. Ingersoll, evidence and witness. Dr. Ingersoll, professor to my class, I took in spring of 2022, which I passed with an A. Provided me evidence and mandated reporting of the violation in the Board of Trustee evidence asked to. The way to proceed is to fill out the attached form and return it to Campus 411. That should resolve the issue allowing you to register for classes. Evidence of violation. I'm being asked to make a false statement. I took a leave of absence, and I am filling out a form to take me off the leave of absence. Dr. Ingersoll and Dr. Ham know this to be false, and also know the administrative leave and suspension. Dr. Hampton is the investigator and has looked at my records. The document that is attached stating I did not take classes for 3 semesters and or took a leave of absence is a false statement. I cannot fill out because this is not what happened. It is intimidation, coercion to make me do something I did not do, and being dishonest according to the disclaimer at signature. Evidence of action of malice and retaliation, filling a formal report stating starting spring 2021 to Cleveland State University. Board of Trustees and the chain of command and safeguard oversight, internal and external. It says here at the signature, I certify the information here is complete and accurate, to be the best of my knowledge, and I understand that misrepresentation or omission is considered academic dishonesty, and is cause for admission revocation and registration cancellation. I further understand the courses completed at another college or university will not be considered for transfer credit, regardless of circumstances, unless acknowledged during the appropriate readmission process. I agree to abide by the university regulations set forth applicable catalog. And so here is the email from Dr. Ingersoll, and here is the full form, which further gets in deeper detail of how this will harm me. Number 4, Board of Trustees, chain of command, safeguard, oversight, internal, external, all law enforcers. Please put Dr. McCluskey back as my academic advisor. Dr. McCluskey was violation taken off as my academic advisor, and show in evidence you did this and provide me the evidence. The action of Dr. McCluskey was a violation taken off my academic advisor, which is in continuation of the malice, discrimination, retaliation. All and more is causing me serious harm. Email 3/28/2023, Students Services Specialist for FAFSA. The individual involved with this email is first of all Cleveland State University, public university. Its jurisdiction is Cleveland State University, public university. The tribunal is the Board of Trustees of Cleveland State University. They're involved in this email. And the employee was, this is his email, first name's Corey Bennett for Cleveland State University. Procedural law. After the completion of 3 whole semesters, a student does not take classes, not including summer semester. Student automatically put on leave of absence. Procedural law. This procedural law and admission of clinical mental health education program. Student in the program is the same as any other public university that is accredited public university. Narrative summary. 3/28/2023, email Student Services Specialist, FAFSA, email. Procedural law. After the completion of 3 whole semesters, not including summer semester, after this, at any point, a student does not take classes will be automatically put on leave of absence. The screen picture shows put on leave of absence on 1/13/2023. This is a screenshot. This is an action of malice, retaliation, filing a formal page stating, starting at spring of 2021 to Cleveland State University Board of Trustees and chain of command, and safeguard oversight, internal and external. Procedural law and admissions of the clinical mental health educational program. Student in the program is in the same as any other public university that is accredited public university. This is the file name. The screen picture shows I was taken out of the clinical mental health program, date done unknown. Theodore Rubin, you currently have no active graduate program. And it shows that I was. Action of malice, retaliation, filing a formal report starting on spring 2021 to Cleveland State University Board of Trustees. The chain of command and safeguard oversight, internal and external. Part 5. Board of Trustees, chain of command, safeguard oversight, internal, external, all law enforcers. Please reply to all. Please give me the emails of all Cleveland State University Board of Trustees email address. Please provide the mandated reporting and dated email of Dr. Ingersoll and Dr. Hampton. All the reporting, including after this email to the Board of Trustees, Attorney General U.S., Attorney General of the United States and Ohio State Government, and United States Government, please. I have provided the evidence, and this is a formal report as well. Number 6. Board of Trustees, chain of command, safeguard oversight, internal, external, all law enforcers. Please put me immediately into the classes for summer 2023. I tried to get into that Dr. Ingersoll states you have to be out 3 or more semesters, and this is not true. Dr. Hampton and Dr. Ingersoll and everyone on the email is fully aware of me, and you have the evidence. I have been harmed and continually harmed. The Board of Trustees et al. Is not doing their duty to do no harm, but continue to harm with the Cleveland State University General Counsel harming and not doing their job as law enforcers.